He must grab them all before the magical edge... Ah, fudge. They breathe fiery breath spells doom. And I screwed it up again. They're very... It is so much fun. It is just, Well, hello there, real gamers, and all you gatekeepers out there. Keep that gate shut and don't let the fake gamers in with their fake games. Anyway, welcome to Retro Rob Plays Everything, where today I'm not going to actually play a game, but I'm going to talk about some games. And I'm going to talk about this handheld right here. There, it's the Pokitto. And the Pokitto, if you haven't seen it, and I'll throw some specs up over here. I'm not going to read specs to you. But anyway, tiny little handheld, has a lot of really neat little indie games on it. Fun to play, and part of it is, you hear that? That clickiness. I know, it seems like, why does that matter? But when you're playing it, it makes it super addictive. Anyway, it's got a whole lot of games available for it. But, there's a few games I'd like to see on it. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 games I want to see ported to this little guy. And they're in no particular order except the last one. So hang in there, folks. Let's get going.
Number 5.
Number 5, Food Fight. Don't use the Atari XE version. Trust me on this. Definitely do the 7800 version if you're thinking about developing this game. But anyway, Food Fight. I'm going to read it to you. It's every school kid's dream come true and every chef's nightmare. Charlie loves to eat. One day he visits the carnival and heads straight for the food fight contest. Help Charlie hurl mounds and mounds of fabulous food at disgruntled chefs. Spinach, bananas, tomatoes, watermelon. Avoid the chef's attacks. They'll bury you under a mountain of mush. Force the chefs to retreat and fight your way across the screen. If it hasn't melted away, you'll be rewarded with a giant ice cream cone. Gulp it down and lick your lips. Then get ready for round 2. Alright, so what's really cool about this game is that it's very simple as far as premise goes, but it is so fun to play over and over again. Just to get a little bit further, basically you're on the right side of the screen, yes, and the ice cream cone's on the left. In your way are enemies, and you have great little snacks to pick up, but you're not going to eat them. No, you're going to throw them at the chefs and try to defeat them. But you're always making that choice whether you want to stand there and fight a little bit or whether you just want to go for the ice cream cone because you don't have a whole lot of time. Really great game. Would be fun as heck on the Pokitto.
Number 4.
Number 4. Jungle Hunt. Swing into action with one of the most popular arcade hits ever, Jungle Hunt. Realistic graphics place you deep in the jungle as you swing from vine to vine, fight off man-eating crocodiles, dodge bouncing boulders, and save your sweetie from the masked cannibals. 5200 version of this game was pretty good, actually. Anyway, there's 4 stages. The first one's swinging, where you're swinging from vine to vine. It's pretty cool. Then there's swimming, and you've got a little knife and you can stab crocodiles, which isn't the nicest thing to do, really, but they're trying to eat you, so I guess it's fair. Then there's the avalanche, where you've got these boulders coming down at you, and that's pretty great. And then finally, you have the cannibals that are trying to eat your girlfriend. And then you defeat them, and then it's game over. So it's nice. It's got a lot of different types of gameplay in it, and it's fun. It's a fun game. That's why it's on this list. I ain't putting games that aren't fun on this list, or any games that aren't real games. Definitely are real games.
Number 3.
Number 3. Cosmic Ark by Magic. Great lighting, Rob, by the way. I like talking to myself. I'm talking to you, but really, while I'm recording this, I'm talking to myself. So I guess it's not one huge step away for me to talk more to myself, right? Oh, Cosmic Arc. Fly the Cosmic Arc to distant planets, battling meteor showers as you go. Your mission? Rescue beasties from a distant galaxy. The Arc will be attacked from every side. The further you go, the faster the meteors fly. Capture the space critters, launch your shuttle ship, and pursue the stranded creatures. Nab them with the tractor beam, and return the Arc. The creatures will be tough to capture, but you can do it. You must. Alright, what's really, really cool about this game is how it worked with the controller. The clickiness, I think it worked really good with the first section, which is multi-directional shooting. Basically, the Arc's in the center, and you've got different things trying to collide with it. And so you press that direction to shoot and destroy the meteorites. On the second stage, you can beam up the little creatures from your UFO and save them, and then bring them back to the Cosmic Arc. It's pretty darn cool. By the way, unofficially, actually officially, this is a sequel to Atlantis. Yep. That's all I have to say about it.
Number 2.
Number 2, Yar's Revenge. I am so glad that I held that up the correct direction this time. The Yars are in trouble and have only you to help them battle the evil enemy. Journey to the distant Razak solar system, where mutant spaceflies are battling for their very lives. Can you help them? The outcome depends on you. What's so great about Yar's Revenge? Well, I don't want to say it's kind of complicated, but it is kind of complicated for an Atari 2600 game. Has some moving parts to it. Basically, you have a primary weapon to pick off the shields, and then you have to get right in that freaking enemy's face in order to fire the missile that will destroy them. There's only a couple of different levels. You could definitely benefit by some level of variety, but the gameplay itself is just so solid. And it's kind of funny because I did not discover this game till later in life, and it's not because I hadn't heard of it, it's just that I never thought it looked that exciting. And though my friends played it, told me how great it was, I didn't listen because I'm an idiot.
Number 1.
And number 1, Dragonfire. And in this case, the order does matter. Find out why in a minute. Dragons rule! The young prince hopes to defeat them, but first he must reclaim the king's treasures. The prince attempts to cross castle bridges. Hatchling dragons try to prevent him. They hurl deadly fireballs at the agile prince. He leaps, ducks, and sprints to avoid them. Then, when the prince gets across the bridge, he finds a splendid storeroom and its ferocious guardian. He can take every treasure he touches. He must grab them all before a magical exit appears and he can escape. But the dragons become smarter and faster. Their fiery breath spells doom. This game's freaking great. It was one of the first, actually it was the first collect 'em up I ever played, meaning a game where you just pick up objects left and right, and it really hooked me on the gameplay. There's basically 2 stages to this. The first stage, you're just ducking and jumping over fireballs, thrown at you like from the castle, and then in the second part, you're dodging the dragon, trying to collect them up, all the treasures, and great freaking game. Which gets to why number 1 matters. Dragonfire is a game that I've wanted to play on the Pokitto for quite a while because I think it just played really well with the controls. And I've always loved the game, but both the Atari and Coleco controls are a little bit off. So I think if it got a Pokitto treatment, it would be a really solid, fun to play game. I'm a little bit worried about how you get it onto the small screen though. Interesting thought. Anyway, point is, I'm going to offer a bounty to the first person who gets this game. Not this game. This game over here. There we go, on the Pokitto. And it is going to be an RG300X. And I will ship it to you. Whoever finishes this game first. You don't have to make it exactly like the original. It doesn't have to be named Dragonfire. You can take creative liberties all you want, but it's got to be enjoyable to play. In my opinion. And my opinion means a lot. But we all know I'm easily amused. Anyway, that's it. That's it for my 5 games I want to see on the Pokitto. Got any of your own? Let me know in the comments down below. Any questions, you can do the same. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, and why wouldn't ya? It was great. Please do me a big favor. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you in a couple days. Hopefully, with better hair. But probably not.